everyone, welcome back. I've got another stencil technique for you today, working on the gel plate. And remember, many of the stencil techniques that we do with a bit of tweaking can obviously be used on paper as well. And I will cover all of those as we go through the series. As I post videos up, things will crop up again and again and again. But today I wanted to show you one other thing you can do with your stencils. So this is a follow-on video from the last one. I've got quite a nice stencil here actually, and what I'm going to do is, and I'm working on my glass plate here, I think I've mentioned that already, that it's quite a nice way to get your colours sort of set out so you can pick up the amount of paint that you want from the plate, from the glass plate, before you actually apply it to the gel plate. And this is obviously more of an issue for me because I'm working with such a small plate here. So I'm going to try something a little different today. I've gone in and I've got some colours that I want to use. I'm just going to put these on the plate for now. A tiny bit of brown as well today, and I haven't actually opened this one, which is not helpful. Oh goodness, prepare yourself well for your video. I'm trying to pick it all off anyway. Okay, so thank you for being patient. Tiny bit of brown there. I don't know if I'm going to use much of the brown, to be honest. I might even put a tiny bit of this bronze. I might do the bronze instead of the brown. I haven't made my mind up yet. Such a rich bronze, this one. Very, very nice. But really what I'm going to do is take my stencil and mix these colours a little bit, and let's just move that over because I realise you can't see. Just apply some colour to the back of this stencil, and I'm working down. It's actually quite tough to do, to get it to stick to the stencil. Now I can't really work out, looking at that, how much of the plate, how far I need to go down to sort of cover on the plate. So I'm just kind of doing it all really. Probably could stop there. Some tiny bit of, maybe a little bit of, oh dear. You know me to be a little bit heavy-handed, don't you? So, right. We've gone a bit heavy there with the bronze. So I'm rollering my brayer out. So I'm going to take this stencil, flip it back over the other way, and then just apply it to my plate. Now I'm going to grab some paper, some old pieces that I've got, just to push it down really, because we want that to adhere, the paint that's on the stencil to adhere to the plate. That's the idea here. Okay, so when we pull it up, we've got a design on the plate. It's a very delicate design. You can't really see a lot there. Remains to be seen how good an effect we actually get, but let's just pop that in the water. I do repeat myself a lot because actually it's very important to remember to do it. I'm just going to let that dry. It's very little paint on the gel plate at the moment, so we can probably just get our fan, just finish that off. Right, now I'm going to just pick up my brayer again and add a bit of this cream, which is this colour. I should have put that onto the plate actually. Let's put it over onto the plate. It's still got a little bit of the mixed paint on it actually, because I find that even when I roll off my brayer onto a piece of paper, it usually keeps some of the paint on there. Right, so we've got our background. This will be our pool layer. I'm not using any special paper again because I tend to not do a lot with these, and there you go, and that is a beautiful effect. Not a huge difference of colours in there, lots of green, but we can have a look at a couple of the others that I did. This one, and this one was a bigger stencil. So you can see you've got a lot more open space because of the stencil being bigger, so you get a bit more of the background showing through. But I think these are really, really beautiful. I like both of these actually. This one's got a lot more definition on it, so just pop those over there. And as usual, we've got some paint left here. So I'm just going to, fortunately I think that bronze is going to really take over on the plate. It does tend to be like that, it's very opaque. Okay. And now, just grab this other stencil And I'm just going to try and burnish that and lift off some of that colour and see what we get. Okay, we've got something left on the plate there, which is quite nice. Then we can go in again, another colour. Let's try maybe a bit of white this time. So I'm picking that up off the plate. Probably should dry that off a bit. It's a bit more humid here today. It's not, it's usually, it has been very hot, like dry heat, but today it's quite humid. There we go. Right, so let's go in with a bit of white. Okay. And I'm just looking for some paper. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's quite interesting. Quite dark, actually. I think the bronze really sort of dominated, but you get that sheen on there as well, which is really quite nice. Right, so we've still got some paint left, and you can just carry on going. I'm going to add a bit of white into this. As long as the paint is open on your piece of glass here, you can carry on going, you know. And this one, what should we do? Just wondering if to get my bubble wrap. Okay, what else have we got? Piece of netting maybe. Just want an old scrap really to pull that up. Okay, so we're getting some texture on the plate. I'm just sort of showing you that nothing has to be wasted. You can carry on working on this as long as your paint is open to be used. You know, it hasn't dried out completely on this plate, and that's why I like working with a piece of glass, because it just gives you a little bit more options about what you can do. Going back in with the white again. Let's see what we get. You can kind of carry on going, as I say, as long as you've got paint to use. Just find a scrap. It's different again. Didn't really pick up a lot of the background marks, but actually still nice. I mean, I like it. But you're getting a sort of, you know, you're going from a very structured, which one was that one? Very structured print that we first did. Then we sort of messed everything up on this bit of glass plate, and we're getting sort of rougher and rougher results. But I don't mind that. I'm just trying to see if there's anything left I can work with on this plate just to finish this off. You can, probably shouldn't have used any more white there, but be a bit rougher about it perhaps. Now what can we put? I'm going back to my box again. Box of tricks. Kind of nice, quite like that. Bit of string. This is getting much more grungy now, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit more of the cream colour, because I like that one quite a lot. I'm just gonna maybe put that over the top with a bit of the white as well. Bit of both. Okay, let's see what we get. You know, so have a good stack of paper lying around, because you could be going at this all afternoon almost, you know, especially if you just top up your paint here and there. And you're getting sort of a lighter and lighter effect here because more of the cream and more of the white is being built in. And you may or may not like that. I mean, I think that has a place. I kind of like these sort of grungy effects. You can put a lot more texture onto the plate. You can really go for it. You can apply a stencil again. You can use some of your other things that you want to make marks on the plate, and just keep going as long as you've got the paint there. I will probably just do a few more, but I won't bore you with this. So thanks for watching.